Hello everybody, and welcome to a very calm Crusader Kings. We're continuing our game starting in 867 as Cornwall. I'm currently King Winnoc Abhernum. I recently managed to get absolute crown authority, which allowed me to choose this son to be my heir. I chose him because of how handsome he is. It's a very reasonable way to pick a king, I think. His future wife is a genius. I am educating them both myself, and I intend for them to both become masters of the martial traditions. Some of my wives are younger than others. She's 12. We're not married yet, or betrothed. When it's quite possible that I will end up needing to it's very possible that I will end up needing to conquer more territory for the sake of my succession if I live long enough for our marriage to last and for us to be happy together. Now, the Asatru have mostly been beaten. My dynasty rules Denmark, large chunks of Scandinavia, and I just won a kingdom holy war for Sweden. Germany is, East Francia is ruled by the descendants of Hasting. So that's kind of exciting, but they are also divided and generally weak. The Carlings are also mostly kind of weak. So, but that area is just not that much within my my area of interest or sphere of influence. You're getting just a little bit too far away for it to matter to my goals. So what are my goals as the King of Cornwall? Well, right now I want to conquer enough of Ireland, enough of England, and enough of Scotland that I can usurp them when I'm ready to form the Kingdom of Britannia. I'm not in a rush to form the Empire of Britannia, but but I want to be ready to do it. I only intend to form that empire for one of two reasons. The first is that I already have Dynasty of Many Crowns. Then I'll happily form the empire. The other is that this cousin of mine inherits the Byzantine Empire, and oh, he's a eunuch. That's disappointing. And forms his own house and takes over my dynasty, at which point I will need to rapidly acquire as much military power as possible. I would need to exceed his military power by, I think, 20%. I think that's how you do it. Maximum military strength of me right now is very high, but that's because I currently have the Kingdom of Sweden, and I intend to give it away in 2 years when my son is an adult. He can have the whole thing. I hope he leads them to great conquests further east. And for the preparing to form Britannia, I already have enough of Wales to usurp it from the current King of Wales, who's also of my dynasty. I hope after this king's death, his kingdom splits into Brittany and Wales. I don't understand why it wouldn't, but it looked to me like that should happen with his when his predecessor, the King of Wales, passed. And yeah, it didn't. So I don't understand why. They have Confederate partition. Brittany isn't made. They have all but one of the provinces of Brittany. And yeah, they should be splitting. It should result in there being 2 kingdoms. But it doesn't it's just confusing, that's all. Okay, and so I think I'm going to try and get enough of Ireland first. If I really rush, I should be able to get this and that and that, all in rapid succession with holy wars, which will give me 6 places in Ireland, which is exactly as many as I would need, and then I wouldn't need to fight my fellow dynasts at all. England is, I'll need to fight them to get enough territory, but that's okay. So, the Jarldom of Munster. Here we are. We are much stronger than they are, but I don't really want to bring all my might to bear on this. I might call in my house members. I think I will. Because I have learned recently that members of your own house you can call to war and it doesn't cost you anything. Contrast this with members of your own dynasty. Here, see? Costs renown. I'm only going to call the ones who are close, like the King of England. Oh, he's just a child. And he's very, very weak. Maybe I won't bother calling him. There's two kings of England, or princes of England, that I can call. Looks like for some reason I can't call their father. And I'm not sure why, but I don't care very much why. So I will hire the Knights of the Chalice for free. And I will recruit my men-at-arms. And I think that should be enough for this war. Let's make sure I'm not sitting there, because we might get caught unprepared. We're up against a pretty sizable force here. Yeah, I am gonna call people. He's reasonably strong and not involved in a war. Definitely not worth calling. Not worth calling. Not worth calling. Yeah, he can join me. She's involved in a war, and she would refuse. Anyways. Too weak. Too weak. Maybe strong enough. Where is he located? Oh, pretty far away. He won't get there in time. Too weak. Too weak. Okay. Called all my allies. We'll do as much damage as I can right here before my enemies all group up. And then I'll probably need to replenish with more soldiers. Looks like I'm gonna have to bring out more soldiers right now. Uh-oh. Just wait until we're equal in number. There. Off you go. And you can catch him. This is a very expensive army to maintain. I don't particularly want to maintain it. So let's focus on fighting their armies until I can send as much of my levies as possible home. And in the meantime, we're gonna send these two home right away so that they can heal up. Also leave 700 or so here to continue the siege. Put a sieging general in charge of it. I have one who isn't busy as a knight. It seems they're all busy as a knight, so I won't bother with that. That isn't part of my territory, is it? Petty King Bjorn. Huh. There's a small Cumbrian Asatru state now. Very nice. Ah, good, and the Cumbrians have reached the early Middle Ages. I'm happy for them. As part of the, I'm trying to help encourage the spread of all the cultures within the Brittonic group, which are the Cornish, Britons, Welsh, and Cumbrians. I didn't realize these guys were sitting here still recruiting this whole time. That explains why my upkeep is so high. Let's just send back some of them. There. And now we'll all join up together. And now we go to war. I'll go to battle. Uh-oh. Looks like we got caught out. We're gonna make it in time to help them. I think we will. Yes, just barely in time. Here and split up. I'm just trying to redistribute these in a way that will keep my army well supplied. Now it looks like they're heading over to fight my siege there. So I better march over to defend them. There we go. Okay, let's send over just these two over to there. You guys can stay up. Why do they think that we will probably lose? We outnumber them very significantly, and we have a fairly elite army and a very strong commander. I think that is a mistake. Good. She is now Norse. That is excellent. And has he become Norse yet? Good, he is. Well, I didn't have any Swedish courtiers, so I educated him to be Norse. He can always take the decision to swap his culture. He probably will. Will we make it in time? Ah, we did. There we go. And we're gonna finish this battle because I want the devotion. There. Force demands. Disband my army. Look at this over here. Very nice. So, they are all a satrap over here. We better convince them to convert. Pause, so the Knights of the Chalice are disbanded. And now, going to immediately take this place in a holy war. Where's Mearns? Right up there. Can I do this one first? And he only has the one, right? Yeah, that'll be faster, so we'll go after him first. Higher. I think this time I really will only need to use my men-at-arms. I will not bargain for your soul. I will not bargain for your soul. Basilius Philaritos is a hard person to make like me. Solitude in the Great Hall. Prince Tooty seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He hid from people the entire meal. Well, impatient isn't bad. What I like about shy is more learning, so that's not too bad. What I don't like about impatient is the loss of learning. But bonus prestige, expedite schemes, bonus scheme power, those are all good. Those are all very good. Focus on the food. I think that's a sin for us. Yeah, I don't want him to do that. Well, I think we'll go with impatient. I base this mostly on the fact that I am shy. It'd be nice for it to be different each generation. Impatient. Hmm. The Duchy of Frisia would be a good one for me to take. I think it's close. Is it? And it's not quite close enough for me to use a holy war on it. So, what? He has other territory? I thought I made sure he didn't. Clearly I didn't. Okay, well, we'll just sail on over. There we are. Am I able to imprison her as well? Yes, I am. How come I can't revoke her title? Ah, she's not my direct vassal. Okay. Prison. Okay. Now let's see. You will be my son's wife. Generous would be acceptable. She must be taught that hard work always produces results. Well, that is very good. After all, look at all those stats. Patience. Well, I believe my son is impatient. I don't want to teach her to be patient. They'll hate each other. Well, diligent is the way to go. There we go. Oh, and I'm stressed out now. Time to seclude myself. There we are. There. So, should I try and hold on to them long enough that if I have more children, I can land them over here? Or is that just kind of a silly idea? I could try and help out the Duke Bladeb Mab Labner of Strathclyde and give some of the land to his kids. I do, after all, want to help the Cumbrian culture spread just as much as I want to help my culture spread. Now, let's see, he has let's see, he has 5 castles and 1 temple. So, I could really set him up the same way I would want my own duchy set up. Let's take a look here. He has Strathclyde. If I was him, I'd want to keep Strathclyde intact all the time. He doesn't have this one, so he's got 4 places. That means to keep it intact, each of his children need 4 counties. It's really that simple. Or each one gets their own duchy. I can help him do that. What I need to be careful of is it's not a problem now, really, but as my fervor drops, I'll need to use religious law to make sure that anyone who owns a temple is not also sinful to help keep fervor high. Preferably, it would be people who are not only not sinful, but actually virtuous who own temples. Fortunately, it doesn't matter right now over here, because they're all tribal. Oh, but they could own this right there. There's a few temples they could own after I revoke. So I want to give him to a son of his who's the very least not sinful. Looks like we're skipping over Udolf map bladed in favor of the younger one. Okay, that's what I'll do. When let's see, do I want another hook on him? I don't know what I'd use it for, but it might be useful. There, got a hook on my heir. Huh. I can get a claim on the county of Erie. Not sure I want it. I also don't want the stress. And he already really hates me. So, sure. I'll take the claim just because I don't want him to hate me. This is a funny little story. Seems, Linda launches into another tirade about various poisons and their applications. And I cannot help but notice that she actually is quite the impressive woman. Tensions between us is nothing new, but as our eyes meet, I feel my heart flutter with something other than hatred. I must investigate this strange feeling further. I don't think so. It must be loathing I feel. Yep, I'm okay with that. Where is she? Let's just pull everyone here together till we have, let's say 8,000, and then we'll just march up there. I kind of messed that up by waiting, didn't I? Here, we'll just end this war by unlanding her. Thank you. And we'll ransom you. Do the same thing over here. Oh, not ransom. Revoke. I don't have any more revocation reasons, so we'll just demand her conversion and a weak hook. We'll get her to renounce her claims. There. Conversion and renouncing claims. And now, over here. Hello there. Murig. We'll go with the youngest of them all. I'll offer him a guardian who is generally virtuous. Here's one. Here's a younger one. I think this will work out a little bit better. No need to convert the culture. There, and you're being educated by someone who's pretty smart and pretty good at stewardship. You won't be good at stewardship at all, so there you go. As for you, let's have you marry for prowess. I think I currently could spend a bit of time managing the education of people in my court. This guy should be educated by a soldier. Oh, she's too old. I guess this will do. This guy shall be educated by a master of learning, who's she will do. You by someone very charming. Don't have many options, okay? Someone very intriguing. Also don't have great options, okay? Well then, let's take a break from this, go to marry now. Matrilineal learning. Wait. It wasn't learning I needed. Here we are. I would like to... She is relatively old. She might not live that long, and then I'll find him a wife with genetic traits and land their child. There. As for you, marry someone with very high intrigue. There. And the rest of you can marry for... here. We'll do one of each skill. There. And you can marry for prowess at the bottom. At the bottom of the list is what I meant. prepared conscription. Save a bit of my military operating costs there. Do I want to catch him? I think I want him just to leave, and then I'll walk in and do that siege. Look at him. Level 4. Elusive Shadow. Nicely done. Okay, now I want him to be able... I intend to give him the Kingdom of Sweden. And then I intend for him to... Well, what I want for him to do is to then expand east on his own. So let's have him arrange marriages for alliances right away. Only adults. No, but at least for the first 2. Sort by alliance power and not of my dynasty. I don't want to... I don't know how much I want to mess around with the internal politics of England here. That sounds like asking for trouble in the future. Duchy of Schleswig. That sounds okay. Where is that? Well, at least that's messing around in the internal politics of Scandinavia, which is already his sphere of influence. But what's so confusing about this is that I guess it's possible to have secondary spouses who are matrilineal and regular. If you have, you can both be secondary spouses if you're egalitarian. That's interesting. I didn't know that was possible. How about her? Huh. Okay, I'm okay with that. We're going to set that up for him. That'll actually be a nice way to spread my dynasty all over. Good, and another alliance. Let's see. Ossory, I believe that is in Britannia somewhere. Ah, it's in Ireland, okay. The Countess of Desmond, that's also solidly within my sphere of influence. Well, son, it looks like there aren't many more good alliances I can get you. So, you can have a very pretty wife instead. And then I'll, okay, and now your last one doesn't need to be an adult, it can be a betrothal. We sort by alliance power. Oh, someone in Norway. In Norway. Where's she? And the alliance would get you a pretty strong ally. That sounds good. There you are, son. Well, this war. There we are. Disband all. Okay, son. You're now well prepared to rule the Kingdom of Sweden. Oh, wait. First, we will form an alliance ourselves as well. Good. And now you can have your very own kingdom. I wonder how much that's gonna drop my total soldiers here. 1,700 right now. Grant title. It has dropped it down to 9,000. It's a significant drop. It is not unexpected, but it is significant. So, who should I give that to? Maybe I should give it to this guy. Oh, maybe not yet. I never did go back to the academy to finish educating people. It's a teacher. He needs him to teach him. She's my guest and being taught by me. This is my courtier who also needs a diplomacy education. This is my courtier who needs a military education. Didn't we just get a marriage with someone who was a little bit younger than these ones with high martial? They need to teach him for 6 more years. Okay, we'll change what he's being educated in to stewardship. You are already being educated. There we go. Now, let's just have everyone convert to Hectorianism. Hectorism. There. And now it's time to take Mearns. I need to give this one to somebody. I won't be able to make a duchy down there. Here, we'll continue to give it to this fella. Oh, but he's all filled up because of the bishoprics he's holding on to. Okay. Here you are, Murig map Wolfram. There. We will continue our expansion. There we are. Take my free holy order with me. Raise all men at arms. Deserters. What? That is unacceptable. I'm leading a patrol when we spot a group of figures emerging from the darkness of night. But by one's ungainly gait I recognize Rikaiza, my knight. They are deserting. What should we do? Apprehend them immediately or let them go? Apprehend them immediately. After a short scuffle, the deserting soldiers are apprehended. Every soldier present knows that punishment for this kind of betrayal can be harsh. The air is thick with fear. My lord, Rukaiza meets my gaze with tired eyes. They are only children. We just want to go home. Execute them all. You will be scrubbing latrines for a month. Let me tell you a story about discipline and honor. Well, that one's definitely the coolest, but it's the one that I'm least likely to succeed at. And this one's pretty good, and I don't need to kill any of them. What's overworked soldiers do? -2 advantage. And I kill one of my knights, who is also currently one of my teachers. I don't want to lose one of my teachers. And she says they're only children. Clearly she's conflicted between her two roles as a knight and as a teacher. So she can be scrubbing the latrine for months, because what is honorable for her as a knight is dishonorable as a teacher, and vice versa. It is very difficult to serve two competing principles like that. I have sympathy. There. And now we just walk up there and win the war. Even though they returned to their ranks, and their comrades took the filthy lesson to heart, the problem remains. Why would they desert in the first place? At least the whole ordeal is finally over. Heightened soldier morale. Okay, I didn't get the better result of getting another rank over here. think I can probably siege them down faster. We'll just do a base race here. See, no, maybe not. I guess this place is already damaged. But I have the advantage of lots of men-at-arms and, what is it? Sappers. So we'll see what happens. I'll need to do it twice as fast as they can. Which isn't gonna happen. Okay. So I have my suspicions that because barons don't actually do very much, that if you build a barony, develop it for money, and give it to an heir, they're probably getting, when you inherit, they'll probably have more money in their pocket than if, say, they're the Duke of Essex. Now let's just see. He has 225 right now, and he makes 4.1 a month. Now, yeah, we can't see the breakdown, but we can see that he has built a lot of men-at-arms, which cost a lot of money to maintain. And although, and I don't particularly want to add any of these to my own list of men-at-arms, so it's not useful to me. We hop over here, plus 1.8. He currently has 209 in his bank account, so to speak, because he hasn't, so he's making a lot less, but he's spent almost nothing. Whereas Prince Hernum II has been buying men-at-arms, which are not useful to me upon succession. So, one of the little advantages of using baronies. You see, if I was inheriting as him, not only would there be lost money, in a sense, and I'd be inheriting about the same amount of gold, but then I have this territory which, when I give out to a new vassal, is now a weak vassal who doesn't have any men-at-arms. So all that time spent by Hernum solidifying his rule over this duchy would effectively be wasted. And it's good to have strong vassals, so long as they're not so strong that they can overthrow you. There, so I think I should now have enough that if I want to... Oh, wait, Northumbria is its own kingdom now? We formed a custom kingdom? I didn't know the AI even did that. Well then, I certainly don't have enough of Ireland to make the Kingdom of Ireland. I only have 2 of my 6 required titles. Okay, well, but I'm very close to being able to take the Kingdom of Northumbria. That also means, if he's done that, did he do that recently? With Northumbria not being part of England anymore, I don't need as much, right? I only need 4 more. Do I have any claims? Well, I know I have a claim on all of England, but I don't want to press that. And she does too. I don't have much prestige to use right now. I could take the Duchy of Mercia for Earl Dungarth Abguest Dorset. But I don't, I mean, that's useful, but I don't want to, I don't really want to mess up succession within my own duchies that much. Let's just see here. The Duchy of Mercia has equal Confederate partition. So if I press his claim after he dies, his eldest, the daughter of his eldest, will get Mercia. I better make sure that she is well educated. She being educated by him? Because he's a pretty good steward. Yeah, okay, so I don't need to meddle there. So she'll get Mercia. So she'll get Mercia. She will get Mercia. She, or Ducal Merch Dungarth Cadell Taunton, will end up getting one of these places in Wessex, and Tudyk Ab Dungarth Cadell Taunton will end up getting the other one. So that's okay. I can then just retract those vassals and give them back to her later. So that would be all right. And he has no meaningful allies. So that is certainly a good option. Now the only thing I would prefer is if there's someone could press a baron's claim. I like that more. I like that a lot more. It'll result in he'll abandon his barony, take over the capital of Mercia for himself, and then my territory stays intact. He's also of my dynasty, so that will work out better for me. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Let's fight it right now. Him being of my dynasty is also good because it makes the prestige cost smaller. Oh. He has an army of 2,000. My men-at-arms number 3,000. Here we go. Oh, someone wants to murder my poor court physician? It's terrible. trying to avoid developing shyness. But it seems the event has fired again, and I need to choose between shy and gluttonous. So, shy it is. Well, this the start of this war is proving very decisive. Let's ransom many of these prisoners here. I don't have any prisoners who are worth war score. What's that? Duchy of Leinster. Let's go steal that siege from them. Take it nice and fast, hopefully. Oh, I thought I sat here long enough to actually take it. Oh, good. How commendable. My marshal is a very virtuous man. We are all but small pieces of the world. There you are. Now, what's the capital of Mercia? Warwickshire, right there. Okay. We'll make a point of not besieging Warwickshire so that its control can stay relatively high. Excellent. I want to arrange for her death so that she inherits, because she's married to someone of my dynasty, so that the holy site of Kent is ultimately owned by someone of my dynasty. Canterbury will give me plus 5% renown. So, that would be very good. Ah, good. I have a new wife. That's exciting. Oh, as soon as this siege is over, I think I win the war. I might lose some war score because of that. we go. There, and now you can give me more levies. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to change it any other way, I don't think. There. And I'm now defending against Cambridgeshire. Well, I think they may regret this. They can choose to end it. They get an event. Or at least a human player gets an event. Now let's make sure that his son... Oh, his son's fully grown. And he's very competent. Excellent. He has a good education. And I did not waste any time. If that's a son, it's rapidly gonna be time for war. In fact, I better not waste any time, just in case. Okay, so I should now have enough to usurp England when I want to. Wales when I want to. There's this nice new kingdom over in Northumbria here that I can't usurp because of religious differences, even though I have enough. So what I instead need to do is... so what I would prefer to do instead is get them to the point where I'm one duchy tier holy war away from usurping the county, or usurping the kingdom, which suggests, if good, I don't have a truce with them. I should do a holy war here for the High Chiefdom of Winnoc. Let's wait one day, and away we go. Holy war, High Chiefdom of Winnoc. Okay. I probably should have said no. I have very little interest in participating in that war. I don't really have a plan for my fame at this point. That's a liberty war in what appears to be the Kingdom of England, which is really most of Denmark right now, and very little of England. I don't need to do anything special with that murderer. Okay. Now we work towards absolute control. More prisoners to ransom. We lose out on one. Okay. That's still a bit of a ways away from being caught up over here. Mental break, too busy. The work feels endless. Another one steps forward, evidently a distressed merchant of some kind. Do you have taxes for me? No, then I don't care. The last one, then I want to be alone. What happened there? I guess he lost control. Ah, well, I'm lucky to have had a daughter, and I'm lucky that she's a genius. That's great. But I might have another child soon. I am concerned. And it's part of my longer term goal here for... So, let's... I meant to be fighting the war for Northumbria. Did I end up fighting a war for something else? Here we go again. Oh, in keeping with tradition, we're gonna wall her off in the wine cellar. May she rest in peace. Okay, good. Oh, I could have just condemned her sins to get a title revocation reason. But I have other uses for piety, and I am happy to let her to solve this one, achieve this goal through intrigue and marriages. Speaking of intrigue and marriages, does the Byzantine Empire still hate me? Oh yes, he does. I do seem to be keeping up militarily so far, so that is good. How long until battlements are done? 8 years. Okay, good. Very good. When can I do that? 10. You can enter the High Medieval in 1050. which is 50 years from now. And I would need 6 more technology, 6 more innovations. Which, let's just pause it and take a look around. Yeah, they would take 25 years each. So that is not going to happen unless I have a learning focused ruler. Which I don't. I have a military focused ruler. I'm okay with that. I don't need to enter the High Middle Ages right at the start. There we go. Won that war. That's nice. And oh, he's already Hectorian. And he's Hectorian. Huh. It's also Danish. Not I would like him to be Cumbrian. I don't have many options for arranging that marriage. I do like that he's already I really want to keep levies high to keep up with the Byzantines. So here we go. I'm doing this. There. Betrothed can marry. My courtier to her. Okay, sure. Some prisoners to ransom. And I guess I will now help in that Liberty War. Opportunity for peace between me and my rival, Countess Ludmilla, the Foolish of Desmond. Where's Desmond? Ah, down there. It is unfortunate that two sly people such as yourself are feuding. Do you not think it is time to make amends? Sly people, because we're both deceitful, I suppose. I'm okay with us not being enemies anymore. Mercy for the mercenaries. Throw out those mercenaries. They're drinking without paying. Do I still? Surprised the Holy Order hasn't left. I'm fighting my brother, right? And isn't my brother the same faith as me? Yes. Interesting. Ah, she discovered the scheme. Well, there we go. Bribe. That should make a world of difference. There we go. It's also very stressful. I hate dealing with people. I hate giving away money. Excellent, he has come of age. Oh, hey, they're exactly the same age. Oh no, that's not his future wife, that's his twin sister. Silly me. There we go. They can't quite get married yet. Not the twins. The, Okay, oh, nice. As the Order of St. Patrick grows, the city of Verdollar. Where's the city of Verdollar? Up there? Sure, your request is granted. So long as they aren't taking away any cities from the actual Kingdom of Cornwall, I am happy to give them. Time for some good old-fashioned mob rule. Excellent, and now it will be a member of my dynasty here, and I'll just need to educate them in a Brittonic culture, because this fella is Aster Leonese. Am I able to interfere in this war politically somehow? I don't want them. I don't want them to take this one away. Can I tell her to stop? I cannot. Okay. Well, it's not that important. Who is the dangerous faction here? Can send an ultimatum in 33 months. I think that long delay might be one of the benefits of the authority focus. Where is it? Well, maybe not. Hard rule is the one that would make it harder for them to revolt. But I don't have it yet. So, but I am going to have it within the year, so I don't feel the need to go sacrificing lots of my prisoners right now. Let's just see if there's any heathens who are very, very old. Nope. let's start fabricating a claim. Let's see. I need to take 4 more places over here to be able to usurp it. Which I could do. No, there isn't a single quick, easy way to do it. So I already have one of the places in Connacht, so I could only get 2 there. One of the places in Meath, so I would only get 1 there. And Leinster would give me 2. And the Jarldom has been formed, so I could take it in 1 more. So we better fabricate over here. He is not very competent. I better replace him, but I can't until for another 5 years. I could murder him, I suppose. Got good odds, but I don't want to risk getting caught and losing the chance to have a big holy war. So since it's only duchy by duchy, or kingdom by kingdom with this guy, we'll take Meath. We'll take Dublin. Ah, we had this event with this character already. The endless clash of metal on metal, the chafing of armor, the sting of sweat, is a dance that is as familiar as it is exhausting. Me and my trusted spear will not part. Let's end the monotony. Hand me another weapon. Let's go. Ah, yes, and I might get injured, so I still have a court physician. Good. Let's end the monotony. Hand me another weapon. Yay, I gained experience. There. Oh, something happened that lowered our victory score. We were just at 95 a moment ago. I guess it's time to cross the sea. Oh, it looks like we have a different king now. That's why. What? No. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. That's not how it's supposed to work at all. You already have 3 counties, and I gave you a whole kingdom. I guess I need to hold on to... I don't understand. I don't understand. Calm down. It's not really a big problem. I'm just going to solve this right now by disinheriting him. Except I do not have enough prestige. So I have some money. We're just gonna have a party. Oh, I'll go hunting instead because I like hunting and I don't like parties. This one will fetch a fine price. There we go, sold a nice bit of fur. We return home, reinvigorated. Nice. Okay, so now I'll disinherit him. Okay, so I think letting him be independent is somehow messing with the way they're counting what everyone gets. I'm not positive. I think so. And if that is true, then it's disinheriting him would result in everything going to my son. Otherwise, you'd think that because I have a son who's higher in the line of succession, who has less stuff, right? I mean, he has one more county, but he doesn't have a kingdom. So, that's so much renown to lose. But I guess it's less than 2 years worth. So, there we go. So, setting him independent early was, I believe, was a bad move. I'll need to confirm that at some point. There. Okay, succession will be smooth. Got a favor hook on him. I guess because I was participating in the Liberty War against him. I don't know what I'll do with it. Who is this trying to become independent? The Duke of Skane. Huh. Looks like my family's once mighty conquests are breaking apart. Over in Scandinavia. Thought I had it all nicely set up to keep Denmark intact. Was trying to keep Norway intact. I never fully unified Norway. Hopefully Sweden manages themselves better. They can be the power in the northeast for my dynasty. So long as England continues to exist, there won't be any problems. For my succession. If they stop to exist, then I'm in a bit of trouble. Because then on my death I'll create the Kingdom of England, which will divide up a bunch of my territory. So maybe I should use that hook. Oh, I can offer to join the war anyways? No, I can't. Can I get an alliance with him? Nope. Guess he's on his own. I don't want to marry my daughter to him. Okay, now. So, while I wait to get a claim on a small piece of Ireland, it'll be time. I should expand into Scotland. So it looks like the King of Scotland has almost only one duchy, Moray. Meanwhile, Albany is divided, and there's also the Isles to conquer. We're Catholic now. But since we follow Ecuadorism, we can use a holy war on the Isles as well. We're happy to let the King of Scotland sit here in Moray. In fact, that's kind of what we want. We want him to stay there and to only have that. So we're one duchy tier holy war away from usurping that kingdom. So that'll mean a holy war against him for Albany would be valuable. But taking the Isles would actually be better. What's happening down here? Normandy is attacking them. What religion do the Normans follow? Hey, they're Hectorian. Way to go, Normans. So we have a little bit more to gain by doing this one first. Now it's only 5 months away. Oh. I'm 1 month away from taking hard rule. We can also, for a short period of time, there. Hard rule. They're getting more members, not less. Okay. I'll need to get some dread. Hectorism. Insular. Asatru. Scandinavian. Not Scandinavian. Slavic paganism. Asatru. Oh, I'm at 99. That'll be enough. An extra hand. For all the authority I wield as king, I cannot be everywhere in my realm at once. There will always be those who forget to obey my orders once my attention is turned elsewhere. So a Racatus could come in, who has been faithfully enforcing my decree in court. Could he serve as my right-hand man? My Uncle Kenman can handle those problems. Yes, he will serve me well. I gain has right hand, bonus to control growth. Oh, that's good. Let's... Huh. He'd be... And I could give him land and stuff, too. He's a member of my dynasty. Pretty smart. Okay. Handle everything myself if I work harder. More prestige. I am really low on prestige. I don't actually need more control growth. And who is Prince Kenman? Ah, my marshal. Who really doesn't like me. But if he likes me a little bit more, maybe he'll abandon this foolish endeavor. Might, yeah, we'll try it. There. Okay. It's now time to take the Isles. All right. And we will group them together. March on in. And I think this is a good time to end for the day. So thank you for watching me. I'm Mind Moose. Have a good evening.